How to get rich very quickly in animated card collection. And guys, I'm gonna be going from one of the better options to the very best option at the very end of this video, and this method is very unknown, so make sure to stay to the end of this video. Also guys, if you want a free game pass of your choice, all you have to do is like, subscribe, comment down below your Roblox username and which game pass you want. I'll be picking a few lucky people to get whichever game pass they desire. Now guys, let's get into the actual methods. The first three methods are actually all at the card marketplace. The first one is very simple. Instead of buying stuff always from the little conveyor belt over here, instead buy it from the marketplace, because everything you buy is 40% off. So everything here will be much cheaper. Like for example, this dragon pack right here would normally cost 5 billion, but instead it only costs 3 billion because everything here is 40% off. Next up in this same area is relics. Each relic does something different. Like the first relic you ever get is plus 0.25 luck, which isn't that good, but some things are like plus 5% money, plus another 5% money. And it just keeps getting better, like 2, 3, all the way up to like 10% extra money. This can be really good. Like right now I have 30% extra cash just by doing the relics, which are extremely easy to do. Now this is definitely the best method at this certain spot, definitely not the best method overall, but it's definitely the pets. You can buy pets using the pet tokens, which you get every 5 minutes. You'll get 3 every 5 minutes for free. Basically, if you don't know, you can use your tokens to buy different pet packs. Like for example, I'll buy 5 of these right now, see if I get anything new. Sad that we didn't, but we can also get mutations, which mutations give extra buffs also. So you can just tell how useful these are. Plus, they're relatively easy to get as long as you just AFK the game. But basically just once you hatch some pets, press the pets button. I would just press equip best and it'll equip your very best pet. Mine personally is a 1 in a million, which gives me 4.65 times all the money I have right now. So you can just tell how useful these are. Plus they're relatively easy to get as long as you just AFK the game. Now this next one is a little bit more time specific, but it is the admin abuse, which happens every single Saturday at 1 p.m. That's EST, of course, so you have to convert that to your own time zone. But if you guys don't know, the admin boost gives you crazy different luck and all that. I'll have it all on screen if you don't know. But it does give you 2x all your money, so all the money you make per second is multiplied by 2. Plus the pack prices are minus 60%. So that's the best time to get stacked up immediately. And of course, hatch times are extremely low too, so they happen in seconds instead of hours. That's definitely one of the better ways to lock in and grind cash during that 20 minutes while the admin abuse is happening. This next one might seem pretty simple, but it can get you up to 20 times the current money you make. It's kind of insane. It is actually the card grading station. Right now, auto grading a whole bunch of lower tier cards. But if you don't know, you can go through, press whichever pack you want. I'm just going to do Soul right now for sure. Pick whichever card you want to grade. And you just spend the money and it'll give you a random one. Like C would give you 1.5 times cash boost. But it can go all the way up to the UR, which is a 0.01% chance, but it can give you 20 times all your money. But let's say you're a little bit richer or you just don't have money to afford all these other packs. For example, the slime pack, which just came out recently. Who has 8Q in to spend per grade? Instead, you can spend these grade tokens, which if you guys don't know how to find them, they're just laying on the ground. They will randomly spawn and you can collect them. And they spawn all across right over here, like all these different walkways and over at the plaza. Like for example, there's one right there. But you can actually use these tokens to grade something without spending your money. It'll just take one of your grade tokens instead. This next one, you do need some slightly better cards, but even with bad cards, you can still make some decent amount of money. Let's go to the tower, which is right at the plaza. When you go in, you can go over here, do the tower, put your best card, just press the equip best button. It can give you money, mystery card packs. It'll give you these tokens, which I'll show you what you can do with them soon, and also mystery potions. But we mainly just want the money and then the trait tokens. But just equip best and just press challenge. You can hide battle, but I would recommend playing auto replay next. And you can just hide the battle, but go over here to the traits. And you can select which pack you want. These are actually pretty cheap if you do the battles. Select which one you want. You can do auto roll, and this uses the trait tokens that you get from the tower over there. But over here, it's the trait index. I recommend scrolling to the bottom and give yourself like 1.75 extra cash only for this particular card, all the way up to like 2x. It can also do like 1.5x. And they're not all rare, like 0.025%. That's extremely low. There's 2% right there, and it'll give you 1.5 times cash. That's what you really want, the cash multiplier. And no matter how rare your card is, like let's go slime, each time it's just a singular trait token. So it's extremely easy to get really overpowered cards by using this method. And that method is actually what all the top cash per second users do. They just get a ton of traits, and they just have so many trade tokens that they can get the chosen one over and over for all their cards, giving 2 times money per card, which is insanely overpowered. Now it's time for the very best method, and guys, this method is very unknown, but it's extremely good. First of all, I'll go to market since this is where it normally spawns, but it's the traveling merchant, and I have a full video on everywhere that spawns. It'll be listed at the end of this video. But if you should come over to this, by the way, it has a low chance of spawning, so it is kind of rare, but if you should go over to this, you can buy basically any card on the game, at least if it shows up here. But as you can see, it has horrible discounts. It can be between like 1 to like 8% off, I'm pretty sure. But as you can see, 69 quadrillion cash, nobody that's just starting off has that. So you can actually buy it for 14 travel tokens, which can be completed by doing parkour, which I'll show you in a minute. But if you just buy it, it would just be immediately added into your inventory. But if you want to know how to get the travel tokens, just go to Plaza and complete the parkour right now. It's extremely easy, like that. All it takes like a couple seconds and it'll be done immediately. And one spawns in every 20 minutes, which isn't that bad. But it gets really good if you just AFK overnight and use AFK standing right here, so you get a brand new one every 20 seconds. And if you just use the weather, which weather randomly happens, some weathers can give up to 40% less time on the little like card hatching thing. For example, that's what I did with all these. I used the really good weather to get rid of them, or you can use it during the admin abuse, which is also pretty good. But yeah, that's how I started out, just AFK for one night at the parkour over here, and you can just go to the traveling merchant the very next day and trade and get extremely good items. This is how I went from getting, you know, like 5 per second to now having over 10 quadrillion in a single second, guys. If this video helped you, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what your best card is right now. Have a good day. Bye.